Truth by Faith, and today I'm going to be talking to you about 5 things. First thing I'm going to be discussing is overcoming victories and challenges and how you can overcome them. I had a couple of challenges where one in particular I was able to there was this one faith that I was a part of, and I was able to rid myself of them. And that was a huge breakthrough for me. How I was able to do that was I was able to be able to tell them up front that I was no longer interested in their belief system, and I was able to tell them right up front that I wanted no more contact with them. And for those of you who are struggling with that challenge, I would just urge you to pray about it a lot and really let the Lord help you, and be able to give you guidance and words of wisdom and what to say. The second thing, the other challenge I would like to talk about is being able to recognize where you are on your spiritual journey. And what I mean by that is where you are, what path you're going on. I would just encourage those of you who are unsure, who are going through times of confusion and different things, confusion and just indifferent, I would say to, like I said, pray and really ask Heavenly Father to give you guidance, and really just get into the Word and get into the Bible and really talk with Him about and really read about His Word. The next one I'd like to talk to you about is relationship building with friends, and most importantly with God. Friendship is not just a personal foundation. You have to have that foundation with the Lord as well. I mean, the Lord is the one and only thing that you can rely on. The Lord will be able to help you strengthen those relationships that you have if you feel that those relationships are weak. He's going to be able to give you words of encouragement, and He's going to be able to help you with being able to guide you and give you that spiritual nourishment you need to help you with those relationships that you're going with, and strengthening your relationship with Him. For those of you who are having issues with that, I just pray that you are able to get that sense of needing and being able to realize that you need the Lord in your life if you want happiness in your life, because the Lord can always bring happiness. A lot of people make the mistake of they can get happiness on their own. That's not accurate. You have to have the only thing happiness comes from is the Lord. He's the one that can help you with that, and that's what I would say. And a lot of prayer goes into that as well, and prayer is the main key to doing that. Next thing I'd like to talk about is realizing your priorities and your wants and where those go. There was a time when I was getting my needs mixed up, and I was putting them first or I was getting my wants and needs mixed up. I was getting my priorities turned around. I was putting my needs first before my wants, and I'm realizing now that I can't do that. I need, and for those of you that are really confused with that and are having problems with that, I would it go like again, it goes back to the Lord, and really you need to have I found a really good, solid understanding of what you're reading and what he's trying to tell you. And really, you really have to be able to listen to what he is saying. And act and do what he says. Because his words are not just, he's not just talking to you just to talk to you. He is telling you things, and he wants you to act on them. And acting is a part of, and acting on them is going to get you what you want in doing all these things. The next thing I'd like to talk about is steps for reaching your goals. For those of you who have goals that you are trying to meet, I would say that ask the Lord what steps you need to take to reach those goals. For those of you that are having problems with that, just pray about that a lot. And like I said, prayer is the main key in asking and talking to God. And like I said just a minute ago, actions. If he tells you to do something, or if you hear him say something, I would really encourage you to act on that and be able to recognize that he is speaking to you. And the last thing I'd like to talk about is actually doing your goal. I'll give you an example. I am applying to get a service animal to help me travel. I have to do several things. I have to be able to walk routes independently. So for those of you who are wanting to reach, the top level, I would say really focus on, the positives, and don't focus on the negatives, on what what needs to happen. There's just positive is what is going to get you where do you want to be. Being in the negative is just going to drag you down into more darkness and depression, and that's what's really going to hurt you. And I would say for those of you who are having problems with that, really, really, really pray and ask the Lord to help with staying positive, having a positive attitude, having a positive feeling about what you're doing, and ask for that reassurance. Again, this is John with Truth by Faith, and I will see you guys next time.